think one other point is, there is that recent guideline on a platform designation for something like mRNA. So if you even have aspirations of getting there, right, which I think we all probably would do, it's the promise.
Everyone does. Yeah.
So even if you aren't going to use it for a filing, for example, having that understanding across programs, across different constructs, I think one of the things, one thing we still don't know a lot about is structure, right? And one of that we've worked on, our process development and our MS&T groups have been really trying to understand is how close is construct to construct? How much of a platform process is it, right? It's easy to write down a list of letters, but in solution, in your drug product, these constructs have different properties that we still are not fully understanding. So by building that, building that package early and getting to a point where, like you were just saying, right? Can we reduce yields but increase purity, right? We can start to have that kind of larger design space in mind from the get-go. I think it's, again, a lot of the processes, again, I mentioned earlier, but the IVT, again, when this conversation is not around drug product, but the LNP space, they are processes that are very complex, that may seem simple, and that really lend itself. So it's actually far easier, far quicker to approach it from a design space and kind of iterate down as best you can, find the right zone to be operating in, and then confirming that from construct to construct, project to project, how much can you translate this into the golden idea of a platform. So I think it's, I don't know if it's reasonable to say that programs should be filing a QBD type filing now, but I think that's where we all want to get to. Why wait and start building that out now.
Yeah. Again, it's playing with that foundation piecemeal, right? Just slowly implementing what you can as you learn more. And I think, one of the big comments about that, the platform, right, is thinking about it in terms of prior knowledge, right? And how you're using that prior knowledge to continue to make more efficiencies over time. I would like, go ahead.
A comment just came in that actually
please
skipped over. But I think that when you think about it, a modality at this stage or in its life cycle, it is the design space. It's CQAs, the critical process parameters, but also the risk assessment. I think that if anything, be utilizing a risk assessment strategy far more now, since there's so much we don't know. Again, I'm not saying file that so anybody sees it, but at least so you know where you're exposed, where you think you have gaps. I think the quality risk assessment piece, even at a kind of fundamental development type, you've got to start understanding what you don't know. So thanks, George, because that was a point I wanted to make.
I totally agree with it. That's something that we do as well, is just looking at that, risk assessment, and that's how we select which DOEs to go after first. Like what are the ones that we need to know more about. So we definitely utilize that in our work.
Actually, I will add one more piece to that, is the analytical quality by design, AQPD. This is something that's being pushed to make sure the methods are fit for use to answer all the questions that rises. And that is a concept that's taking shape, and this is also now it's part of the ICH, the AQPD, and that's something that companies should start looking into that to help them out, from the analytical side.
Add one more thing, but and lab ops may hate you, but it's a perfect reason to have lots of retains, so that when you
can't get away from the retains.
McLean has a new method. We want to test it and see how it may have changed our previous model, right? So again, be a lot of backfilling, but excellent point.